Hi there, YouTube. I'm often asked by theists, most recently Muslims, what exactly it is about their religion that I object to. This question is, in my view, too specific. I object to the main claims made by all religions, and unless these primary issues are resolved, getting into the detail of a specific religion or a subset of a religion is, in my view, premature. My first issue is with the vast number and variety of religions, plus the many divisions they have within themselves. For example, there are roughly 10,000 active religions today, and this of course ignores all of the many religions that have come and gone through the millennia. Within Christianity there are about 10 main subdivisions, such as Protestant, Roman Catholic, Greek Orthodox, Jehovah's Witnesses, Mormons, and so on. Christians objecting to being lumped in with the Mormons merely illustrate the problem. Within Islam there are about 4 main groups, the Sunnis and Shias being the most familiar, and we are, I think, aware of the problems that they have with each other. The question this raises for me is the following. Why is God such an appalling communicator? Why have we had multiple revelations, prophets, and interpretations, resulting in countless religious wars instead of just one compelling, convincing revelation? The standard answer to this from practically all theists, regardless of their religion, is that we are to blame. We, the created, are to blame for the failure of the Creator to communicate His message, the Creator who knows everything in advance, and wants only our good, and is all-powerful. Now, to an objective listener, this is hilariously absurd. If, however, you are a religious person, the vast array of devices and strategy religion has evolved to numb your mind as it begins to travel the road of doubt will be kicking into action about now. Let me ask you to simply stop and think. Let the thought process you've begun here play out to completion. Let me examine that statement I made. We, the created, are to blame for the failure of the Creator to communicate His message, the Creator who knows everything in advance and wants only our good and is all-powerful. What I have described is patently absurd, and defending God's track record in this regard is the intellectual equivalent of apologizing for the husband or wife that beats you. How is "He may beat me, but He loves me" any different from "He may kill us indiscriminately, be prepared to roast large numbers of us in hell for the flaws He knew in advance would condemn us, but He loves us"? Frankly, the abusive spouse seems like a better deal. A lifetime would not suffice to study all the subsets of even the major religions alone. Yet almost all of these make absolute truth claims and predict dire consequences for those who do not accept these truth claims. Muslims will sometimes try and wriggle off the hook by pointing to the scriptures in the Quran that are at least paternalistic toward people of the book. Yet these are drowned in a veritable tsunami of verses describing in lurid and graphic detail the fate that awaits the unbeliever. Which brings me to my next point: natural disasters. The problem of evil is dispatched to the satisfaction of theists by the cheap cop-out of free will. However, the fate of the tens of millions that have been extinguished through history by earthquakes, tsunamis, erupting volcanoes, and extreme weather is harder to explain. Until very, very recently, almost all humans everywhere assumed that a god, generally theirs, was responsible for this, and that there was some compelling reason for killing large numbers of men, women, and children. Of course, we now know that these things are natural, and we understand, in some detail, the processes underlying them. We no longer accept the idea that victims of such disasters had it coming. Yet this complicates the picture for God. Why would He allow natural processes to kill millions of His beloved creatures, many of them innocent children? Is He less concerned for our fate than, say, the scientists that designed, built, and installed the tsunami early warning detectors now operational in the Pacific? Isn't it more reasonable to assume that He just isn't there?